All right, we're gonna walk to the gym. We're walking to the gym in a bunch of snow and everything. Um, there's probably a couple of 2-3 feet or whatever. But yeah, we gotta walk to the gym and everything. We got our Gatorade. Um, Pretty far walk. Pretty dark in here. Don't need that light. We need this light. All right, we're here. It's about a 3-mile walk, I'd say. Maybe a little less, maybe 2.5, give or take. It is freezing out. This gym's pretty hardcore. It's got one of the latest heating elements known to mankind. So the technology is pretty legitimate in here and everything. So there is no heat. This Buddy heater is a propane heater. It's my fishing heater. I don't have a tank for it. I do have a tank for it, but I really don't want to use it because they're expensive. But I'm going to use it anyways, just to give me some heat in here. Can't really see your breath. The heat in the main garage is on. I just don't really heat this place. Just keep a little bit of a gap here for a little bit of heat to get into. So that also, get dehumidifier basically. Because as you heat this place, you create moisture. That's single pane. Mold grows on it. Gotta clean it off and everything and whatnot. But we're gonna do back today. It is a Monday. I prefer, I haven't been working out that hard. I do have some weight on some of these, I got a little bit of weight there. So I do a little bit of work, but I've been having severe shoulder issues that I've been dealing with. One of the biggest things that we're gonna be doing is dealing with bands and everything. Getting that rotator cuff, basically my left shoulder. Left shoulder is got a slight tear as far as I understand. Haven't really spoken to the doctor. He just said that on the x-ray. We had a MRI done. MRI showed some more arthritis in there. And so we're gonna try to get that impingement gone. I mean, it hurts bad. I can't even press. It's severely weak. I couldn't even do this with weights. And that's with the grip like this or behind me. It still hurts. It's fairly weak, holding everything together and whatnot. It just hurts. So we're gonna stretch it, work it, and do a little bit of back. Mainly stuff like pull-ups. All right, we're gonna get this hooked up. Since I don't have my 20-pounder full. I haven't been working out that much. Or that hard, especially pressing movements, but we're gonna fix it because there we go. Now we got a little bit of heat. I'm burning the dust off of that and everything. Let's see what we got going on here. Just can't get a good image of this. For you ladies and gents. There we go, nothing should burn there. We're gonna start with stretching. Your basic this, everything's pretty painful. I do this every day, stretch at night, in the morning, and it just hurts non-stop. It's got the Rice Krispies in it, or whatever you want to call it. Clicking and clacking. And everything. But yeah. I'm gonna get this all stretched out and we'll start doing some rear delt work and some back work and keep shoulders fresh. Alright, I'm gonna do some pull-ups and see how it goes. and just regular body weight and whatnot. I wear gloves because the steel is pretty cold, and I want to just focus on the workout. I focus on my hands freezing. So, all right. I like a pretty wide grip. So, but I'm really. Really trying to focus pulling up straight because of how bad this shoulder's been. And I've been lifting wrong with it for so long, and not just weightlifting, but regular picking up chains, binders, binding equipment down. I can't turn back as far with this to reach behind me, stuff like that. So even when I turn the equipment, it's nice to turn this way and look backwards than it is this way sometimes, because I gotta put the shoulder in such a weird position in the equipment and everything. So really just focusing on doing it correctly, everything. And I'm listening to maybe 4 sets of these and everything. Let's do another one. Do a little bit closer this time, see how that feels, right? Yeah, feel that. All right, do another one. Oh, that wasn't even worth it, probably. Let's do a curl, closer grip. See, can't crack out a few more. Oh yeah. Oh. 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 Come on. Oh, I can feel that. Been doing these to strengthen that rotator cuff. Another good way. I think this is a 5-pounder. Just doing these. Try to keep the band the same length across or stretched. But that is a workout. When I went and got those scans, I told him everything I was doing. He's like, you don't need to go to physical therapy. I was like, but you don't understand. Like, if I need surgery in the future, the VA is going to want proof and everything. If I went to physical therapy, had all the scans done, and it's not getting any better as I get older, then I can get surgery through the VA. Which, for you non-American people, or you don't know, it's Veteran Affairs for veterans that served in combat. Well, and not combat, just soldiers in general that are no longer soldiers but are veterans. And you do things like this, which I'm finding is helping. I'm doing so much, I don't know what's helping more and what's not helping. I know sleeping on it does not help at all, but that's the side that I sleep on. I love sleeping. I wake up on that side and it's so painful rolling out of that shoulder and everything. So, but doing these, this shoulder's got a little bit of a click to it, but I think that's the arthritis in it, possibly. It's not painful. I got full range of motion. One thing that you can test is if you can go back like that, whatever, supinate that way. Here's 98 if you go past 90 there. Here, I can almost go a little past 90. This way, I can't get it back. Like, I could force it back, and it hurts a little bit. But you take a stick, this is an old axe handle. Axe that fell off, would dried out too much. You grab it something like this, you kind of square up with your body the best you can. You gotta just tweak on it with this hand. You don't want to rip it off, but you know, stretch it out. Your shoulder should be able to reach back. Obviously, if you're 70 or whatever, or 80, you're gonna lose a little bit of mobility from cartilage damage and whatnot. We'll do some, I love bent over rows, so we'll do some bent over rows now. Probably don't need this today, probably won't go that heavy. Just really focus on the squeeze and execution of the movement and whatnot. Haven't done this in a while. I don't even know if I can do 135, but we'll try. As you can see, I got my fancy rubber mats here. You know, I filled the whole gym with them. They're concrete color, because I like to look at concrete, you know. Concrete and glass is like living in the big cities and everything. But my max used to be like 315 plus on this. And it's kind of embarrassing going back to 135 is probably a max. Well, let's knock out a set real quick. Once again, you want to have your palms facing you on one of these. Having it this way, it's a lot of arm workout, so you can choose your width. I'm going to do pinky on my gnarling index. And just bend over and pull. Oh, that's painful on the shoulder. Ooh, but you want to try to retract the scapula, your shoulder blades on that. You lift up and, I guess not really that. You just really want to squeeze your lats as hard as you can. Everything. This movement, you should be able to yank all the way up without pain. But that was, the first few reps, I was like, oh, that feels kind of nice. And all of a sudden it just hurt. You don't want to push yourself to the point where you're causing more damage and doing more bad than good to your body. So, you know, just like stretching, you want to take it easy and everything. You don't want to force your joints into place and your tendons too quickly out of place. Yeah, that feels good. All right, let's hit it up. week. All right, we're gonna do one more of these. I do a little bit of stretching, a little bit of this. Feel like I can do another one. Oh. You know, I may not be as strong as I used to be. I'll get there. One thing that maybe is different nowadays is I used to get made fun of, or joked at, I guess. Nobody ever really gets made fun of these days, I guess. You know, people consider it getting made fun of. But I used to flex in front of a mirror and do workouts. Still do. I got a mirror right here and everything. I got a little crappy piece of reflective material here. We didn't call it a mirror really. I need to mount these things. Haven't mounted them since I started this, bought this house and everything. But if I have to tell you one thing, is that you can look at yourself in the moment and see what you're doing right or wrong and everything. Power blocks, they go up to like 90 some pounds. I do have a relatively small grip in here. Or it's like a fat grip, it's a cheap version, I don't know what version it is. But it's slightly smaller than those. And I've just been keeping it on here. You don't really need these. I'm always been self-conscious about my forearms. And it's probably because I had to neglect them for a short period of time, or a long period of time. I started to have severe elbow pain and like shin splints throughout my whole entire forearm, all around it. It was so agonizing. So I stopped focusing on grip. I stopped doing curls and stuff. When I used to work out, I used to go to failure. You know, people do 8, 10, 12, 15 sets of something. Of a workout, a whole workout. I do 20, 30, 40 sets. You know, I'd go all the way down to even lower than this, whatever this is, 10 pounds or whatever, on a curl. Man, I'd do 2-pounders if I had to. But I don't do that crap anymore. I learned my lesson. Not that you shouldn't do that every now and again, you know, go to your absolute max. But we're gonna start with a lightweight. We're basically going to do something like that and try to retract. I might not be able to do it with weight. Then that brings you to your knees. You know, but basically, maybe give you a better angle. You're gonna try to get that scapula to rotate all the way in and everything and squeeze. So, man, that grip is hard to get my hand in there. I forgot that. But, you know, and then some of these to get that rear delt activation and everything, but the scapula workout. And like, you can twist your body if you need to and everything like this. Just don't twist fast, and you'll feel, if you got enough muscle back there, you'll feel those muscles start to like really crank. You don't want to cause a spasm in your back or anything like that. But a lot of times this is an exercise that you can do by putting your hand on your head and doing this slowly, not fast like I just did, and up hurting yourself. Maybe it's more like this. And you're just trying to stretch out and get all those fibers move towards the spine and everything around your scapula. You can do it with weight, you get good at it, but apparently I can't do it. So we're just gonna do some rear delt. It's upper back. Rear delt is upper back, by the way. I I can't remember which grip is the best. If it's this way or this way, who knows? I'll figure it out as I do it. Sort of thing again. I'm one of those guys that I do every hand variant possible. Mine is biceps, the stopped hammer curls. I do a little bit of reverse curl when I get bored, I think, but otherwise it's just this kind of stuff, supinates, strict, just doing stuff like this, putting the bench up, doing a preacher curl, sort of stuff like that. Talkative. And just so you know, if you really want it, once you get good at going to the gym, trust me on this, you should be able to crank out one body part, whether it's arms, back, or legs, in 30 to 45 minutes. I'm not joking. No matter how big you get. An hour workout isn't needed for your common guy and everything. Hell, a lot of stuff you can do at home with a rubber band or some dumbbells and everything. But I used to be a hater on rubber bands. Let's just say hater, I wasn't a user. I never really hated them. I just didn't find any use in buying them. The gyms I went to, they didn't have them. So if they did, they were in like the yoga room or whatever. So I never really used them. I bought some black, purple, and a green. I don't know what weight these are. This is the lightest one I got. This one I like a lot. Keep doing some rear delts and whatnot. Like I said, I'll probably do both grips just as I feel the need to. I'm not really counting. And these you can, like, if you want, you can really bend your elbow. Just find what works to get that rear delt activation. I'll even go out towards an angle, out towards the side, all sorts of movements when it comes to the rear delt, because I find it to be one of the hardest muscles for me to grow. The shoulders in general are my weakest. Probably why the shoulder went out so easily. But if you're wondering why I'm doing shoulders for back, it's because rear delt is back. I think I said that before. Hell, even side delt can be considered back. But anyways, I'll finish up here. Finish up with a stretch too at the end. Let's do a little bit more rear delt. Really focus on that scapula retraction, crap like that. Hold it. Yep. All right. Oh, right in the feels. Oh, feel it in my hip. Don't neglect your hips either, people. Work those hips. Where's it at? Black. You serious right now? Found it. Put your stuff where it belongs. Look for it. Do some of these. Alright, we'll finish up here. Get things cleaned up. Ah, nah, calves. Jeez Louise. Is that a good view? I guess so. Start with the weight that's on there. Shouldn't be weight on the machines, by the way. It's bad for the equipment and bad manners for other people that come to my gym, which is no one. Oh, because I don't have any friends. Stupid camera overheated. She's dumb. GoPro. Fix your cameras. Nobody needs 8K video on a freaking GoPro. Oh, use some actual thermal cooling gel or something and whatnot. I think people call these supersets. I call it just staying active in the gym. Whatever body parts are easy to do back to back. Oh, it's getting tight. She's not started that high in a day. Oh. There you go. Let's try that. A little easy, but and last face pull / arm or back rear delt area. Who knows what these actually work out? Just squeeze your upper back. Oh. Oh. Oh, come on, just play music. Well, that's it, guys. Hope you guys learned something. That's why nothing works at mine. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm not the greatest at everything in the gym. I'm not the strongest, never was, probably never will be. But I've done a lot. Yeah, no, when I was working out, I've been doing this, I say since I was 18. I started going to the gym with my dad when I was tiny, you know, didn't really work out, I was just a kid, you know. But I like to think that I've learned a lot, I've done a lot. I have a little bit of knowledge and everything. Before this, I ate breakfast and had the protein. Got Gatorade. Oh, my bad. Got Gatorade for the electrolytes and Gatorade powder. I don't know about the actual bottle, the pre-bottled stuff, but the mix has dextrose in it, which is it's sweeter than sugar. It's got sugar too, sweeter than sugar, and it's got a high glycemic index, which is supposedly good to make all the carbohydrates and stuff go to your muscles and hydrate and whatnot. Grow muscle with protein and protein synthesis and everything. And it's got electrolytes. Well, electrolytes. Electrolytes is what your body takes soft metals with H2O, water, and combines them together and makes an electrolyte. So that's how electrolytes work. It's like electrolysis or galvanization, or not galvanization. What do they call that? When aluminum and whatever, it corrodes. That's the breaking down and electrifying of the two different metals and stuff. Anyways, let's get out of here and everything. I think we've chit-chatted enough and whatnot.